Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. I know I'm a different host for you guys. We are on the Amazon Seller Brand Stories. Seth and Sean could not make it today. They are super busy traveling and doing their thing for Post Purchase Pro. But we wanted to introduce you guys to an amazing brand. We have Logan on our right, Sarah on our left, and Jeri Ann in the middle. This is Huff Stutler. And again, guys, we want to remind you guys why we want to do this. We do these podcasts to kind of bring the real story behind these brands and authentic family brands. We love, especially these type of brands where it's all family oriented. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce you guys to Jeri Ann, Logan, and Sarah.
Hello.
How you guys?
Hey, how are y'all?
Good. So give us a little bit of intro to your brand and your seller story and how you guys got started.
Okay, well, it started with me, and I was struggling with skin issues, eczema, to be exact, and had a real problem with it. You know, my hands for 12 years, they were pretty much a solid rash for most of 12 years. And I tried what I thought was all natural soaps, and I wasn't getting any relief. And so I called my mother one day, and she encouraged me to look online to see if I could find something else that would help. And so I ended up learning about goat milk soap, and I ordered it and started using it, and made all the difference in my skin. And anyway, so I was using that. And around that same time, I was buying goat milk from my brother-in-law because I wanted a natural milk to drink.
Same goat milk to drink, right?
Yeah, goat milk to drink. Yes.
Wow, I did not know that you could transfer goat milk into a skincare product. I actually have a hard time with dry skin myself, so this is right up my alley. I get kind of like where my head is and like where the nose is. I think I might have eczema, honestly, but this is I didn't know that you could turn goat milk into a skin product. Tell me more about that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, goat milk is very beneficial for your skin. It has a lot of natural vitamins and minerals and a lot of fat. It's high in fat, and so it makes a very moisturizing bar of soap. And when you make soap, you need a liquid along with fats and sodium hydroxide, which many people would know as lye. And when you mix those three things together, you end up with soap. And it's a natural soap that's very good for your skin. And so, yeah. So back to the story of when I was drinking natural milk and I had already been using the soap. My brother-in-law kept hounding me and encouraging me to get a goat, and I didn't want to because I had never milked a goat in my life. I didn't know anything about taking care of goats. And
we're talking a physical goat now.
A physical goat, yes. And I started buying milk from him, and he was like, "Why don't you get your own goat?" And I really didn't want to do that because like I said, I didn't know anything about goats, milking them, taking care of them. And I didn't know how it would be to have to do that morning and evening every day.
Luckily, she had a husband and 4 boys to kind of take over a lot of that. But
Let's who's the gentleman to the right of you, and then and Sarah, what do you guys do? First of all, where are you guys from? Where are you guys located at right now?
So we're from Alabama. I was born and raised here. My wife is from.
This is his mom.
Yeah,
He's
this is
mom.
I'm
He's
the oldest
of her 4 boys, and I'm his wife. I'm the lucky girl that gets to call him husband. So. And his mother-in-law.
I love my daughter-in-law. We're really blessed, all of us.
Yeah. So she got a hold of a goat. Long story short, she did in fact give in to the goat.
and really got into it and purchased more goats, and just kind of growing up. That's what me as a kid and growing up. That's what we did. Was we had goats. You milk them every morning and every evening, and it just kind of became a whole thing. Just kind of made a family farm out of it, and used the milk to drink and also to use in the soap.
Well, talk about getting it right from the source, I don't think you could go any more store south than that. You're going straight from the goat, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Can't get any
So,
fresher than that, right?
and for the viewers, I know the listeners can't see their background right now, but for the viewers, what's in the background?
This is the current soap shop. It's actually new. So Jeri Ann, from the beginning of her skin issues, discovering goat milk soap, then deciding she, just felt really strongly about creating her own business with it, was led to that. And so Southern Natural, that's the name of her business. In fact, we haven't said that yet, but Southern Natural is her business, and this is where the soap's made. This is where all the action happens.
That's where the
back
magic
here.
happens.
Wow. And so, are there goats outside as well, or?
No, not right now.
We moved. So getting back to the barn, back to the animals one of these days. But yeah, so this is brand new. The soap shop's only like 5-6 months old.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just kind of growing, expanding, and yeah.
Well, that is amazing. I can't even. That's straight from the source, guys. You can't get any better than that. Jeri Ann, what would you say? What brought you to getting into? What was the passion about dry skin or anything like that, or what was your passion that really started the flame?
Okay, well, to be honest with you, I had just gotten my youngest child. We have 4 boys, and I had just got my youngest child in school, and we were needing extra income, and I had been, considering going back to school, and I went and toured around a local campus here and was feeling excited about that, but when I prayed about it, I didn't feel good about it. And so I started praying and asking God to help me figure out what I could do at home with my family to earn extra money. And the day that we were going to go buy this goat, I was praying again. And when I said, please help me to know what I can do at home to earn extra money, the words instantly came to my mind: make goat milk soap and sell it. And I said out loud, that is a great idea, because I hadn't even ever considered making soap. It was helping me with my skin. I was drinking the milk, and so it was just so perfect and so fitting. And so I started telling everybody I was having a soap business, and so excited. I didn't know anything about making soap, but I started telling everybody that I was getting in the soap business. And when I got home from buying my goat, I ordered a bunch of books, got online, started researching. And so that's really how it started.
And I remember too, I was in high school at the time. I think I was a sophomore or a junior when all of this was happening. So I really, can remember what that was like, and her making soap the first time. I remember I came home from school and I had some friends with me, and there were about 4 or 5 of us, and we walked in the house, and my mom she had a hairnet on and like long sleeves buttoned all the way up to the neck, big goggles, gloves, and she was decked out. And she turns around and is like, oh, hey y'all, I'm making soap. We were like, whoa, hey.
All right.
That was the first time. So
I was afraid of it the first time. I was afraid that lye was going to jump on my skin and hurt me.
It does. If you get that lye on you, it's not comfortable in its raw form.
Well, I hope you guys got a picture of that. We might have to sneak a picture in for the viewers on that.
I got any pictures.
I've got a mental screenshot. Right?
We can draw it out for you later.
I mean, this is the story just gets better and better as we move on. So going back to the actual product and brand, what was the product name and brand that they could search on Amazon?
Southern Natural is the name of the brand, is her brand name. And yeah, she sells goat milk soap primarily on Amazon right now.
Now, what would you say the 3 benefits of your brand compared to some of the other maybe knockoffs out there, or low quality ones, or anything like that? What are 3 benefits for your brand right there?
Well, I would say one thing that we do is when you make soap, you need to let it cure before you use it. And 4 weeks is what's recommended, but I like to go more than that, just to make sure that my soap is very mild, very gentle, and that the bar will last longer. And so we cure our soap for 8 weeks.
And that's what all this is right here. All these
the drying rack.
Green and white trays, that's soap that's curing. and
So
being
Wow.
ready to sell. So it's kind of on an assembly line sort of setup. So these trays that are closest to us are the soap that has cured the longest. That is
Ready to
what
go.
we pull from first to sell.
Yeah.
So.
I would also say that Jeri has a very high standard for quality control.
Mm-hmm.
So with each batch that is made, everything is handmade here. So and it's family oriented, like you mentioned in the beginning. She has a brother-in-law who makes the soap, sister-in-law who helps wrap the soap that is sent to Amazon. And every single soap is wrapped in a label by hand. So we are very like hands-on. If a batch of soap, which can cost hundreds of dollars to make, even if it's not perfect, then we don't sell it. Everything is done like quality control to perfection. We're making sure that what gets sent out to the customers is the very best, so that everyone's satisfied with their product and they can experience the difference of the soap for themselves.
Wow. So you're going the extra mile and making sure it's created for the benefit of the end user and making and that helps the soap do what exactly?
So goat milk soap, I mean, Jerian can explain it way better because I personally have not had skin issues. So for anyone who has, the difference I can only imagine is life changing. I mean, like Jerian said, she had rashes on her hands, her body for 12 years. And so to have, like, she couldn't bathe her kids, wash dishes, clean her house, like it was very debilitating. So then to have that, like, go away, to be able to finally do all those
Yeah.
things.
It was almost kind of like a handicap, and I know that might sound weird or strange, but my hands were so rashy. I would get cracks in them. They itched terribly every day, very raw from all the scratching. And it was very hard for me to do just normal everyday things, such as, like she said, bathing my kids, cleaning my house, washing dishes, that type of thing.
And I can remember as a kid, just seeing her hands and them cracked and bleeding and stuff just from the severe eczema, and I just feeling really bad for her that she had to deal with that pain. And it is really cool that through making this soap and being led to do this, that I mean, her hands are completely healed now. She doesn't have any of those skin issues anymore. And we've had so many customers. We've done a lot of farmers markets through the years, and meeting a lot of customers face to face before the COVID age. And we've had countless customers that have reached back out to us and are continual customers that it's fixed a lot of their skin issues, whether it be eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, any sort of dry, sensitive skin issue. It's helped
a
lot of people.
Yeah, and we ourselves have 3 children now, Logan and I do. So she's the most beautiful Nana you'll ever see. but we go with these from the day they were born. We've used the goat milk soap. We've never used anything else on our children. It's amazing for baby skin. Thankfully, our kids have not been prone to those issues. I think because of the goat milk soap. I mean, it's in their DNA. They certainly could have a lot of skin issues, but using soap that, I mean, it just feels really good as a mom to be able to trust what you're putting on your baby's body. So it's really, I mean, it's just been a huge blessing to not only like our family, but then to, like Logan said, hear about other people that it's helping and benefiting other people's lives. That makes a huge difference.
And I don't know if she had mentioned like the products, the ingredients we use are super raw and clean. And I don't know if your listeners were curious, but the products in our soap are coconut oil, olive oil, palm oil, goat's milk, and then the essential oil or the fragrance scent that we use to scent the soap. And then, like she was talking earlier, the sodium hydroxide, that's the ingredient that ties it all together and makes it into soap. It puts it in the saponification process and turns all of those raw ingredients into soap. So that is it. That's the only thing in our soap.
When you read the
There's no
ingredient label
detergents
on the back, you can actually pronounce what you're reading.
You guys are making a really good point. So what are some mistakes other sellers are making with their products that some consumers should be aware of? And I know you have like a small ingredient list, which is amazing because you could actually read what's going on. So what are some caution signs from the other people who are selling these type of products that consumers should be aware of?
Well, you know what? When I started making soap, I could have made really pretty fancy soaps that had, you know, where you color it different colors, and I wanted to keep it really simple and put the least amount of ingredients in it, because the more ingredients that you add, the more likely that somebody's going to have a reaction to it. And I just wanted mine to look simple, be simple, and be very user friendly and not cause my customers issues.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and some of the big box products, you know, like the ones you see on TV and all in the stores on the shelves, like Dove, for example, they strip out those healthy fats out of their product, and they use it for other products. Mill
process of,
yeah.
It's just a completely different process of making soap. So when a company is rolling their soap through machines, it strips all of the natural glycerins, all the fats that you need to moisturize your body. It removes all of it to save the machine. And because it creates that hard bar, like we talked about the curing process, it's like an instant, you know, it creates that hard bar all in one process. So then you'll see in the ingredient list glycerins that are not natural being put back into the soap. That kind of has that artificial experience, that it's not like that deep cleansing, moisturizing experience. And so that's why Jeri decided to go through a cold processing soap making, and we have to let it cure for that 8-week period. It takes longer, but nothing's getting stripped out, then trying to be put back in. It's just like the natural process from the beginning.
Well, that is, go ahead.
Oh, no. And I was going to say that when the natural glycerin is stripped out of soap, a lot of the commercial soap makers sell it and use it in other products like cosmetics and even medicine and a number of other things. So, but that natural glycerin is still in our soap, and it's a very, it's a good quality of part of the soap because it's a moisturizing, it's a humectant, it draws moisture to the skin.
And now, do you guys only sell the soap, or are you guys getting into like lotion or like the shampoo? Because for me, I have more of a problem with my scalp, right? So can I use the same product in my scalp, or are you guys doing any other lines for your product?
We are actually in the process of adding lotion, shampoo, you know, other products to our line.
And beard products.
So we're planning on expanding. Yeah, we're definitely expanding. And you know, now that we have the new building and we have room, we're heading in that direction and getting geared up to bring on other products. And
we've got a lot of exciting things coming pretty soon.
I could tell you guys for sure that you gained a lifetime customer. I'm gonna, right after this podcast, I'm gonna go on and get myself some soap. I'm gonna pass the word out. I know before we talked, you guys had mentioned you guys had a generous offer for the listeners and watchers. What was that offer, and what do you want to give out?
We would like to give them 15% off to try our soap out, and
wow.
They can buy that on Amazon, and we will send a code that they can use to do that.
Okay, so what we'll do, guys, is in the show notes, I will have a code prepared and ready for you guys. Just copy that code, put it on Amazon, go on the checkout, get that promo code. You'll get 15% off to try this amazing soap. I don't even think it's worth 15% off. I think we should charge double for these. This is amazing. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming on this podcast. It was an amazing story, and like I said, you guys have a lifetime customer on my end. I appreciate it. Any last words for you guys?
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
Yeah, thank you so much.